stand by for DJ Styles.
I want to talk to you about college loans and taking out college loans. I teach high school, and every year, beginning of the year, which is coming up, I'll ask, the seniors in the class, what are you going to do when you graduate? And I'm sure they hate that question because I hated it too. From where I'm at, it's been assumed that they will go to college. They've been programmed. Everyone in high school, not everybody, but a good majority of folks have been programmed for 12 grades that they're going to college. There's a lot of vagueness around that idea, but they're going to college. That's the plan. It's not even probably their plan if they had their druthers. It's just been programmed. It's like fighting a rip current to get out of that because everything is college ready. College is college. I go college. All right. I'm not knocking college, but I'm trying to tell you that college is very expensive. I went to undergrad about 25 years ago. I'm dating myself, but 25 years ago, life looked a lot different. Bread and gas and all that, a lot cheaper. Life looked a lot different then. So you're saying, well, how about you? Yeah, I went to college. I'm not knocking going to college. I'm not saying don't go to college. I'm saying go smarter, especially in today's times. And I did do part of the second part I'm about to tell you about because college is expensive. I pulled up the UNC Charlotte website. This is the actual math. This isn't my opinion. This isn't me making up numbers. This is the actual math. I did make up a number of 7% for our interest rate. And actually, that's pretty conservative from what I was looking at in today's time for college loans. It was anywhere from 6 to 10%. I just gave a 7. All right. Cost of UNC Charlotte for the 2024 school year from their website, $25,288 per year. And if you want to go be undergrad, 4 years of that is $101,152. That's for 4 years. Now, let's say that you are paying full freight on a loan for that, which most people are. And if you're not, then you are blessed, and we'll talk about that second part later. 10 years, a rate of 7%. Your monthly payment every month you wake up, every morning you got to figure out to pay back $1,174.46 per month. You're saying to myself, my gosh, that's a lot of money. Yes, especially the interest, $39,783.26 just on interest that you're paying back on that $101,152 loan. That's a lot of money. You're saying, I can't do that, but I can do something cheaper. All right, let's stretch it out to 20 years. I've got friends still paying back loans from way back. College loans, they're still doing it. Still trying to do it. 20 years, rate of 7% still, $784.23. That's every month just to wake up, figure out how to pay that back. Total interest, $87,063.29. $87,000 in interest you've paid for that degree almost twice. Paid almost twice. That's like having a 784-pound weight in a book bag that you just wear on your back for 20 years. Just walking around with it. Just walking around with that almost 800-pound weight. Does this sound reasonable to you that you want to do this? You're saying, well, I'm going to major in biochemical medical engineering, see? And we're going to design bridges and cure disease. And I'm also going to work on the computer a little bit, see? Well, good for you. If that comes to fruition. A lot of people think they're going to start out making this, $100,000 salary. And even if you do, roughly $1,200 of your $100,000 month salary every month for 10 years, or the $784 is for 20 years is dedicated to this. And I think you might know just by common tale how much it is to have a house and a mortgage and interest on that and property taxes and insurance and car payment, car insurance. So you start filtering all this together, that big salary you think really isn't so big, especially when you're taking a big chunk out of it trying to pay back this student loan. And that thing is just going to be around for us. You can't shake that bad cold. It just doesn't go away. So what I'm trying to tell you to do is not to go. I'm not telling you not to go to college. I'm telling you to go smartly nowadays. Wake Tech here in Wake County. You can go 16 credit hours, $1,384. You do that for 4 semesters. That's 2 full years, $5,536. That's 2 years. Let's compare that to the other math. And if you're going to be a business major and you can't see that, you have no need going into business. You'd be the worst businessman ever. And even worse is the folks who want to go out of state. Oh, I'm a Florida Gators fan. I've always watched the football. I'm going to apply and be a Florida Gator. Well, now that $101,152 is now $201,000 because you like the Florida Gators who could care less. But you got to pay that money back. Now you're paying roughly $2,000 a month for 10 years and roughly $1,500, $1,600 a month in 20 years because you like the Florida Gators. College is not some kind of fantasy vacation land that most people seem to have dreamt up. It's, oh, I'm going to go off and I'm going to be on my own. See, I'm going to go out late and I'm just going to be me and I'm going to be free. I'm going to be away from home. Well, that comes with a real big cost that you got to pay back. I'm trying to tell you, think about how you're going to pay it back. That's the part no one wants to talk about because it's uncomfortable. No one wants to hear about it because it's the bad side of the moon, the dark side of the moon. No one wants to think about that. So my advice, knowing what I know now, is to go to community college for maybe you just want to get a 1-year degree in plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, something we actually need. At least do that. Maybe that's all you wanted to do anyways, and your folks have forced you to go. The worst is the folks that force you to go when they're not even helping you pay for it, knowing that you're going to be in this big trap. You have to question that logic. So I'm trying to tell you, at least go to Wake Tech or any tech or community college for 2 years and then transfer. You've saved roughly $50,000 just saving. And chances are, once you graduate high school in 2 years, you're not going to even probably want to do what you're trying to major in that you're paying all that money to try to do. You got to start over. Then they don't pat you on the back and say, I'm sorry, you don't want to be a biochemical engineer who works on bridges and works on the computer. You want to be a social worker. Let's give you that money back and let you start over. No, you pay again. Now your loan's even more. You get the idea. You get the idea. If you can't see the logic in this decision, I really question any decision you're going to make beyond this. Baffles the mind. You're probably still thinking, I'll worry about it later. That later is what I'm trying to tell you. The later will be waiting for you with a very large price tag. And you got to figure out how you're going to pay for it. How you're going to pay for it. That's all I'm saying. Think about it smartly. I'm not knocking college. I'm just trying to tell you go smartly. Smart as you can, especially in today's world, man. Expensive. Take the money and run as Steve Miller Band. Because they'll take that money and run. Whether you graduated or not, it's theirs.